Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay here, and welcome back to the channel. We're diving into an XRP video here today for you guys. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Those three things, they're not just going to help me out, they're going to help you out too. Keep you up to date, hit the notifications bell, and you are going to be well on your way. When I look at XRP and I just think about it in general, it is the next gateway drug in crypto. We look at Shiba Inu and what that did to the younger generation, if you will. When I look at XRP, it is definitely going to be the gateway drug that gets a lot of the maturer audience out there, the older generations, if you will, the boomers. People like this is what they're going to be investing in. They're not going to be getting involved in some meme coin. They're not going to be investing in something half-hearted. They're going to be going to financial advisors. They're going to be looking for that next big thing, right? The likelihood is a lot of these people may have actually invested in things like Tesla, things like Amazon, Samsung, Apple. Now, we're in a situation where we are part of a very small percentage of people. So when I say you are early, believe me now, you are early. And when it kicks in, it is going to kick in hard. And I think everybody is going to be flocking to XRP. Everybody's going to be telling everybody to invest in XRP, right? This is going to be a huge thing. And currently, they're making huge waves, and I don't say this lightly. They've just added $2 billion to its market cap after Wall Street invests in Ripple. This is huge, you guys. 4 or 5 years ago, XRP was seen as a joke, all the way up until it made its big price move. Everybody was absolutely certain outside of the XRP community it was never ever going to get above $1. And now they've got to all sit and eat their words as Ripple starts to take the main stage. Now, on the grander scale of things, yeah, $2 billion isn't that much considering XRP's market cap is pretty substantial at this point. And if we just quickly flick over here before we carry on looking at that news article, we can see it's sitting at around $133 billion. This is substantial, and yeah, it does make up a good portion outside of BTC in regards to the overall cryptos that are out there. Now, with this all being said, right, does it end at this $3 billion or $2 billion or $1 billion investment? No, of course it doesn't. XRP is going to be for use and use case. It is merely that simple. People are not going to be buying XRP 10, 20 years from now, right, to sit and hold it. They're going to buy it to use at face value. It is going to be transacted at face value. So someone 20 years from now or 50 years from now or 2 years from now, it doesn't matter because they get the coins and they're gone almost immediately. We know how seamless the technology is. So again, I can't emphasize this enough. XRP right now for you is a long-term hold, right? For me, it's a long-term hold. But for people coming in, retail, banks, if you know, all of these people, the likelihood is they're just going to be transacting at face value. And every time one of these stumble in, right, and create these transactions, well, it's going to drive the price up for you, isn't it? Because you're holding for increased value. They don't care. They're using it to run an operation. And I really do think this is where XRP is misunderstood. Yeah, it has a use case in everyday life. And not just that, it's going to replace the majority of cross-border settlements. It's going to likely replace Swift in its entirety. And there's so many people who know it's not going to do that. It's absolutely going to do that. This is the next big thing. Like, again, did you miss Tesla? Did you miss Apple stocks? Did you miss gold recently? Do not miss, and I have to repeat this, do not miss XRP. They've just acquired a crypto wallet and custody firm, Palisade. And I said previously, what's going to happen is cryptocurrency is going to consume itself. And although, right, you've got all of these different coins at the moment and all of these different products, entities, wallets, and blockchain, the likelihood is all going to be purchased by other crypto products, and people are simply going to walk away with a big payment whilst Ripple plays the long game. And they sit there, and guess what? They're likely going to buy everybody out in the same way that Google bought everybody out, the way Amazon has bought everybody out, the way Apple outdid BlackBerry. We all went, well, I don't know about you, but here in the UK, BlackBerries were huge for a very short period of time. Apple was always stayed true. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Apple of crypto. And we're looking at it right here. This is big. When companies start to consume other companies, we're in the thick of it. We are in the thick of it, you guys. And this right now, although everybody's panicking and everybody's crying and everybody is throwing their toys out of the pram, I'm just dollar cost averaging into XRP. Because as America has gone into a shutdown, right? All of the ETFs have carried on just pushing their way through. You can the the reality really is at the moment, XRP is building up and it's building up to something big. And I will continue dollar cost averaging even after it's done its big jump. And I'm going to keep doing this because from my perspective, right? And this is just from my perspective, you might feel different or you might not know enough about XRP. I honestly believe my children will inherit my XRP coins. That's how much I believe they're going to be worth. So while you're out there, maybe you're looking at meme coins, maybe you're very short-sighted, I can't advise you of anything, but what I'm just consistently dollar costing into XRP, because like most people, I feel like, yeah, I did miss the Bitcoin, boom. I could buy fractions of a Bitcoin, but what I want to be is on board when XRP finally goes boom. And I don't mean a small boom. I'm talking about the big one. Like what Solana did, what Ethereum did, what Bitcoin itself did. Bitcoin for me has got an expiry date, and that expiry date is coming once all of the coins have been mined, right? XRP doesn't have an expiry date, in my opinion. This is new world currency. A lot of people talk about a new world order. The likelihood is XRP is going to be part of any world order in the future, period. And even top experts are positioning XRP for trillions, not billions. And this is what I keep saying to people in my family is, oh, Jay, I really want to get some crypto. What should I invest in? Well, essentially, if you just buy XRP and sit on it and don't think about it for 10, 15 years, so the likelihood is you're going to be a millionaire in the future, depending on how much you own, depending on what price the coin goes to. Well, let me tell you, if XRP does start to consume as many products as it can and just shuts them down, right, it's going to benefit from this. And that is what it's going to come down to. Now, Evernorth is backed by XRP, Ripple more specifically being that housing product of XRP. And they're eyeing this $1 billion IPO to become the world's largest XRP treasury company. This is where hits the fan, so to speak. And I have to throw a little naughty word in there because, yeah, it's hitting the fan when everybody wants to become the largest whatever of XRP. You're going to see FOMO like you've never ever seen it before. And although this isn't the greatest reference, but if you're trying to figure out, right, for those people who are like, well, there's RLUSD and XRP is going to be thrown out the window. That's like saying that Luna had no place or purpose when they created the decentralized algorithmic stablecoin that just sat at $1, right? Well, why did Luna go from 20 pence? 20 pence. That's less than, I think, 17 cents, right? Per coin, all the way up to like $119 a coin. Right? If a product that was specifically in a decentralized ecosystem inside the cosmos, right? This thing didn't really ever branch out heavily into exchanges. And that's the truth. XRP is built to go way further than DeFi, to go way further than just CEXs. This thing's going to consume absolutely everything. And if people think this $1 billion IPO is wow, oh my Lord, what's coming in the future is going to be absolutely insane. Well, I'm on board and I hope you guys are too. None of this is financial advice. I just like to talk to you guys about XRP, but this is all bullish stuff. It's exactly what you really want to see and what you want to be involving yourself in crypto, because it's always going to be positive. It's going to go perpetually upwards. I'm so bullish for the future, even though we're going through these really, really bad crashes. And all of the names that I've heard for what was supposed to be October, hopefully November's going to be better. If alt season was going to happen, right? it's going to be on the tail end of a huge crash because of the way BTC dominance works, and the market has to move in order for this all to happen. So buckle up. It could get crazy either way we're going, but I'm always going to remain positive because yes, I'm dollar cost averaging into XRP, and I have been doing that for almost 5 years now. But look, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and just stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one.